The Dublin Web Summit is really only 2 years old, and we started off very, very small. Our first event, we had 500 people and a handful of speakers in a small lecture hall in the city centre, and this year it's going to be well over 3,000 people. We've never had as many Irish attendees, but we've also never had as many international attendees. So the Four Seasons Hotel is now completely booked out. Bewley's Hotel is booked out. I think the Shelburne Hotel and Fitzwilliam Hotel are nearly booked out as well. And people are coming because there's just interesting speakers from all over the world. If you're into Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or Google and you're wondering how can these technologies help your business, what's the next big opportunity, what might I be missing, then all of the key guys from all of those companies are here, and they're going to be talking and sharing their insights and their stories and their case studies, and I think that creates a lot of value, especially for not just bigger Irish companies and international companies, but smaller Irish companies. Just 1, 2, 3 guys that have been hit hard by the recession, and they're wondering how can they move their advertising spend from print to online, and how can they make best use of that. I think there's 2 types of businesses that will benefit. So first, you've got Irish technology companies and startups, and they stand to benefit in a very significant way. So there are lots of international investors and media and potential clients and customers flying into Dublin, and that's very rare to get hundreds, thousands of people in the same place at the same time. Usually Irish companies have to get on planes and fly all over the world to meet these people, or go to a conference elsewhere in the world, but that's a huge expense. That's hotels and flights. In the case of it being in Dublin, there's a massive saving and a huge opportunity as well to do meetings on the side and lots more. For Irish companies that aren't necessarily in the technology space, I think the opportunity is around both networking and also learning. So we've got lots and lots of workshops that are very, very focused on how do you help small Irish businesses get the most out of online? How do they realize most of the opportunities, whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Google or YouTube? And that's a big challenge, I think, for a lot of businesses right now, because the world is changing very, very fast. Everything's going towards mobile, and for a lot of people it's all new. And so part of the Dublin Web Summit is about answering some of those big unknowns. I think the big change with the Dublin Web Summit this year is, 2 years ago one person was organising it. Last year was 3 people. This year we have 40 people working full time on it, and I think that just changes the quality of the product dramatically. The number of speakers we have has doubled. We're adding a huge networking component to the event. So at night time, in particular on the Wednesday, there are networking events all over Dublin City for different communities. So if you're in digital marketing, or you're in professional services, or you're an entrepreneur, you'll find events in Dublin City specifically for you, which will provide you with an opportunity to meet people that are most valuable to your business. And we've never done any of these things before, and that's a huge change.